Hi friends, my name is M. Raju. I am studying BCom second year at TTWS North Kernel, Jedcherla. Today my topic is forms of business organizations. I am going to give a small seminar on this topic. First of all, I will explain what is business. Business is a process of a person who are who are gaining profits and making profits, earning profits. This is the process of business. Business is a state of being busy and instead of being busy by and to provide to gaining some profits. Business is furtherly classified into many subdivided into some four types. Basically, there are four types of business organizations. One is service business, and another is manufacturing services, and third one is manufacturing and merchandising, and finally fourth is hybrid business. Okay, firstly we go with what service business. Service is a service business is nothing but it is giving services and goods and services to the customers by at the rate of money and people are people who are who are using goods and services from government or whatever it may be. They are providing some money, and in that cases the government will providing service business. It is comes under services. So the for that business is not charging any amount on the people. It is totally free. And some examples of service business is schools and hospitals and some other governmental aspects and governmental businesses. This is about service business. And another one is manufacturing. Here we know about what is manufacturing. Manufacturing is including, and manufacturing business is the people who are manufacturing goods. They will purchase materials, and they will purchase one material, and they will make some products, and after providing products they will purchase the materials to provide a new product. And after providing new product they will sell they will sold to us at the rate of certain rates. That is called manufacturing business. For example, manufacturing sectors is industries and another types of major types of industries. This is about manufacturing services. And another one is hybrid business. What is hybrid business? Hybrid business is a business. It is combined with another business. Like for example, as a restaurant. A restaurant is there. In the hybrid business, there are two types of services and processes. One is merchandising and another one is manufacturing. Firstly, we know with the merchandising. What is merchandising process? For example, if you the person who is the person A is there and B, two persons are there. A is going to wine shop to purchase a wine bottle. It is a process. It is comes under the process of merchandising process. And B is going to a restaurant and he offered a he offered something in that restaurant and they provide a meal. This is the process of manufacture. There's a difference is there in that manufacturing and merchandising. It is about hybrid business. And another thing is merchandising. What is merchandising? Merchandising business is nothing but merchandise. It is manufacturing some goods. For example, groceries, shopping malls, hair salons. That it is the topic. Main things are comes cover under this four types of business organizations. These are the four types of business organizations comes under this topic. And another one is the important thing is that and sole proprietors. We are in the business organizations. We have lot of business ideas, business ownerships, forms of business ownerships. What is ownership? Ownership is the state. Ownership is transferable, and it is in the hands of some owners. Ownership, forms of ownership is furtherly classified into four ways. One is private limited company, and second thing is cooperatives, and third one is sole tradership, and fourth is state owned. Firstly, we discuss about private limited company. Private limited company is run by the private people. There's some capital. It has some rules and restrictions. Everything under this business process and business activity, it has some rules and restrictions. According to their rules and restrictions, it will be formed. And private limited company has some advantages, although it has some disadvantage. What are the advantages? Main advantage is limited liability. It is a main process. It is a main thing. It is a main merit to the private limited company is limited liability. And second thing is easy to raise capital. It is easy to raise capital for the private limited company. It is so. It is that's why it is running successfully in the society. It is these two things are main important advantages for private limited company. And another disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? If a company have advantages, automatically it will have some demerits also. So now we discuss about demerits, disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? Costly to set up a private limited company. Why? Because it is dealing with some economic activities, so it has some huge capital. It requires some huge capital. That's why the income capacity is high. That's why the people who are establishing the private limited company, they are suffer from this demerit. So another thing is unlimited liability. Liability is not unlimited, it is unlimited. That's why the people who are maintaining private limited company, they may in the future they may be occurred, they may faces a lot of problems in the issue of economic activity and is a money purpose activities. And this is about private limited company. Private limited company is run by private people. Whatever we know about merits and we know about demerits, and automatically it will be run by private limited company. It has some rules and restrictions according to the Indian Companies Act 1932. And another thing is cooperatives. What is cooperative societies? Cooperative societies is cooperatives. It is the consideration between the people in society. Coordination between the people. It will run by the people. It will run by the sake of people. It is at one of the type of a non-organization activities. It comes under non-organization activities. Cooperative society is running with the help of the people in the society. They formed one group of a committee and group of memberships, and they will formed a group and they will run that businesses. It is called cooperative business. In that cooperative business, it will furtherly classify into four ways. What is that? Membership cooperative and forms of cooperative and business cooperative, and one of the thing is uh, fundamental cooperative society businesses. These types another is classified into furtherly classified into many ways. At whatever it may be, the advantages and disadvantages are there. What is advantages? Advantages are it is giving employment to the people, and it is easy to set up. It is to raising capital, and easy to maintain and make profits. These are the advantages. And disadvantages are there. Automatically disadvantages are very costly, and it is very risky to manage, and rules and restrictions are also involving a lot of problems, and facing problems from tax department. These things are happening in that cooperative societies. All things in that business are facing problems from government, and with the help of rules and restrictions they may overcome this problem. And another thing is we know about all sole trader we know very well. Sole tradership, solo means single person carrying business, it is called sole trader. Sole tradership, in the sole tradership, the person, the sole proprietorship is the own asset for that business, and he is the own boss to that his business. And we are observing a lot of sole trader business in nowadays. It is a famous, and in that process they are making huge profits, and sometimes maybe losses. He maybe suffer from losses also. Whatever it may be, the losses and problem, and whatever it may be, the losses and also the profits. He is responsible for that losses and profits, and he enjoys that profits and losses. And these things are very important in sole tradership. We know very well. And sole trader thing is a one head and one mind, one rule and one way. This is about sole trader business. Sole trader business is a very convenient to the people who are maintaining a mini size of businesses. And in that if we, in this scenario we are observing a lot of things, a lot of business activities regarding sole tradership. Sole tradership is understood. I think you are understood very well. Yes, of course, sole trader thing is sole trader is maybe occurs losses or profits, and also he is very he is the main lead and he is the main person to take all that decisions relating to his business, and uh, he may carrying his business at risks, and he involving lot of risks. I overcoming these all things, he is running his business successfully, and he is the person is the own boss of his business. It is called sole proprietorship. It is advantages are one is easy to raise capital, and earning more profits, and enjoying more profits, and easy to take decisions, and no pressures, and no heavy pressures on him, rules and decisions. It is a time thing, so he is having his own timings, and he is having his own business style. It is giving, it is sole tradership is also giving main competition in this in this process. And what are the disadvantages? Disadvantages are also there. Will how will he suffer from losses, and how will he react? And the sole trader may responsible for losses. He may lose if company will give some losses. He may be he want to he is responsible for that, and he is able to all things. And one other thing is state owned business. What is state owned business? State owned business is nothing but it is run for the help of government help. Government providing some loans to that companies to run successfully. And state owned businesses are run by the government, and they will provide some funds to the government, funds to the companies, for generating employment, for generating revenue to the state government. This is what state owned. And advantages of state owned business, one thing is revenue. It is generating revenue for the government, and government is providing fund to the company to development to run successfully, and huge earnings are there, and less risk is there, and the government supports very well for the development. And what are the disadvantages for that process, and what are the problems they may faces? uh, this is comes under disadvantages. Disadvantages, what are the disadvantages for that? Okay, disadvantages of state owned business is it is required, it is depends upon government funds, and it is very problematic in the situations of in non generating funds, and it is risky in compared with this all other remaining business processes. And now we are all covered all things under business ownership and forms of business organizations. Firstly, we discussed about self private limited companies, and state owned and cooperative and self traded. And this is about business ownership. And sole traded businesses are also covered, and cooperatives, and private limited companies, and also about state owned. Types of partners. Partners are the people involving in partnership. Partners are very important, and partners are the main role. They are playing key role in the business. Types of partners. Partners are classified into their participation according to their extent, and according to their work, according to their the style, according to their form, and according to some points. They are divided into some categories. First of all, active partner and sleeping partner. What is active partner? Now, I mean, we all know active. Active means he is participating in all business activities, and he may taking business decisions about a business, and he is helpful, and he is may playing role in the business activities to generating profits, revenue for company, and he is taking responsibility, duties, and he is observing, and he is running, and he is involving business in day to day, at 24/7. This is about active partner. He actively participates in all business activities. He is known as active partner. And another thing is sleeping partner. The name we know about sleeping partner. Sleeping partner is nothing but he is not involving in business, and he is not taking any decisions regarding business, and he is only partner in the partnership. He is only partner in the business, not taking decisions, not taking anything. He is nominee. and he is not bearing any risks, and he's not taking any risks. He's only in the company. His name is, and it is he is known as a sleeping partner. It is a difference between active partner and sleeping partner. Sleeping partner, active partner, we know about all things. And these are major difference is active partner is participating in all businesses, and sleeping partner is not participating in businesses. So this is about sleeping partner and active partner. One is limited partner and unlimited partner also there. Limited partners and the partners are limited in the company. For example, from public company, if you take public company, there may be some rules and restrictions, and there may be some restrictions for that public people. Who, how many people will allow, will they allow, government will allow in that business, and how what is the restrictions for the public, what is the restrictions for the many people in that company. It is about that limited partners and unlimited partners. For example, if you take some other businesses, there may be no restrictions for that public, and there may be no restrictions for the partners, and so according to the Companies Act, partners must be limited, and he is not having any, and he is a main person involving in business activities, and it is these things are involving in the business. So it is about active partner and sleeping partner, and it is about limited company, limited partner and unlimited partner. One is general partner, and another thing is general partner. What is mean by general partner? Partner is generally he is a partner in company, and he is participating in all business activities. This is called general partner. General partner is different from limited partner and active partner. Sleeping partner is different. He is another subject. And one is partner by stopped, and partner by holding out. And one other thing is past partner in profits. And some people having a partnership, and they are in the company, and they are participating, and but they are not taking decisions, and they are not in the company, and they are not have the right to take decisions in the company. He is called as a general partner. And general partner is a nominee partner in the only in the profits. Here we know very well about partners. Everything, every business activity is running for profits, and partner by profits. He is enjoying all profits, rewarding business, and he is only taking decisions. He is only taking profits. He is not responsible for losses, and he is not taking any losses. So the partner in the profits is enjoying a lot of profits, and lot of enjoys, and he is gaining revenue, more revenue, remaining according to remaining partners. And another thing is partner by holding out. If one partner is unfortunately, if one partner is getting out from the business, in the place of that he is taken by the in the name in the place of previous partners. He is by partner by holding out. These are the types of partners, and these are the people involving in the partnerships. Partners, one is sleeping partner, active partner, partner nominee, profits in the partners in the profit, partner by external, partner by holding out, and general partner. These are the types of partners. And in business organizations, we are all discussing about firstly, we discussed about private limited companies, for state owned and cooperative societies, and sole traderships. And first, and another thing is the forms of business organization, service of business, and one is next is merchandising and manufacturing business services, and another thing is finally hybrid business services. This is about forms of business organizations. And business ownerships. Ownership is we discussed now what are those state owned, and one is cooperatives, one thing, and next is private limited companies, and another thing is sole traded. This is about partnership of business, and ownership, forms of ownership, and partners. So finally, this is about business and these are the people who are involving this and that business process, and this is the basics and concepts in that business activity, and every business activity is involving those, and this is a basic fundamental things in a business. By forming a business activity, we are requiring uh, all these activities and all these process and all these ingredient people and aspects. So now this is a closing point and this is a conclusion. I am going to give conclusion about this. So everything, every type of organization, every business organization or business or nothing or another thing, whatever it may be, if a organization is running successfully, it is doing its duty right, and all things are going right, and involving all the process are going happening very well. That's why that company is running successfully. For running a company successfully, all these things are very important, and these things are aspects are leads to the successful companies and successful organizations. So this is about business organizations and business firms and business ownerships. So thanks for listening my seminar, and thanks.